And
God,
we're
no.
live. Okay, so you right now you guys are kind of being stonewalled by Aird Blackskull, the commander of the Stone Guard, at the front of the Overlake Hold Temple Fortress deal. And until you guys can kind of give her more search reasons or something that she's looking for, whether it be more information to kind of, I guess, be better than Gardecar, show some examples of maybe conspiracy or weirdnesses that are occurring around here with evidence to back such up, or maybe something in regards to Droki. She appears to kind of be, those are the only main motivators for this Eared Blackskull person, unless you're able to kind of think of another thing to kind of do away with her.
I don't have anything else.
Okay. I would probably say that you guys should probably start making your way back towards towards the inn with Bird, and then maybe kind of collect yourselves there and kind of discuss further what your guys' game plan might want to be.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. You guys go ahead and start scurrying your ways back over there, and you kind of get back in towards the inn. You guys can pick a table at any table that you want, and Bird will be more than happy to kind of serve you guys with anything you may want to discuss.
I mean, like, what are we feeling? Do we want to go? I mean, it's up to you, Gruk, if you want to go to see the military people or not.
Or talk to Bird about it. Be like,
Yeah.
hey, where's that person?
Yeah, like, it's up to you if you want to go that route.
At the mention of Bird, she shows up at the side of your table and drops off 3 tankards of Dark Lake brew from the Dark Lake Brewery at the Dark Lake Inn. She goes, "Oh,
on the Dark Lake wood table."
On the Dark Lake wooden table. That's conspicuously made of Dark Lake wood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's got that, and she sets it down. She goes, "Oh, are we interested in getting a hold of that old contact of yours, Gruk?"
Potentially.
Potentially. Okay. Well, I mean, you just let me know, and I can go have her sent for. And Tom, you look a bit down on your luck. Is everything okay?
Oh, I'm just thinking.
Thinking. You mentioned you had an old friend of yours originally. Say, is it about your friend?
Yeah, I had a slime friend, but have you heard about a slime friend, slime person?
I mean, with what we'd spoken of before, with that Jubilee character, I mean, I don't believe anyone here kind of follows along with that kind of demonology of sorts.
Demonology?
Well, I mean, Jublux is not one of our more fonder creatures that we kind of hold faith to.
Yeah, I was told that he's, not the nicest guy. The particular slime person that we're looking for is really chill, but he basically said not to even mess with the god because the god kind of sucks.
He's definitely one of putrid tastes.
Gross.
But and then Gwen, do you not want any kind of a brew of any kind? Say, is anything on your mind?
I mean, I'll take this drink and drink it, but other than that, guess I can go find Yilsa and talk to her, cause just pick her mind for a second. Yeah.
And cross the bazaar.
Gotcha,
This is where last seen her set up shop.
All right, so do we want to talk to the military guy or do we want to talk to Ilsa first?
I'm down to talk to Yilsa. I'm also down to do Grux if you go, but
So I will say that Ilsa is quite a busy person, so catching at her shop is kind of a hard choice. She's quite traveling quite often. She's got her way up from kind of the upper sides and down here. There's plenty of places that she tries and gets off to. So, I mean, if you're welcome to find her at her shop, then it's quite a blessing to find her there.
Are you just telling us that because that's what you want us to do?
Well, no, you would ask about Ilsa, and Ilsa's a pretty interesting person around here from the Merchants Guild.
Okay. Gruk, what do you want to do?
I think I have to say hi to some old friends.
I'm sure they'd be more than happy to see you again. I mean, it's been according to her, it's been a couple years since you've been down here.
I just remember leaving on slightly bad terms.
Well, I'm sure they can more than make up for it. At least, I don't know. I'd definitely be careful around their butcher's knife.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want me to send away for them?
If you would, please.
Sure thing. So they're usually quite busy around these times, you know, after cooking up some things, but I'm sure they can definitely meet you here for dinner if you want.
And no, it's actually a Dilophosaurus.
Oh, well, thank you. But no, yeah, no, I can send for her this afternoon if you want to see them for dinner and such. And like I said, I'm sure they're quite busy at this time.
All right.
Okay. Well, whenever you may return, I'm sure they will be more than happy to be sitting here waiting for you. I'll make sure that I have enough tankards for you all. So you've been quite a pleasure with all of us.
Thank you.
Okay. Does that mean we should go get Ilsa before she scurries off somewhere?
Sounds like it, yeah.
All right. So you definitely don't want to keep us waiting on that timer that you have there for what I need. Don't forget.
Of course, Bert.
As soon as you bring it back, I will have plenty of information for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
So as you guys start making your way out, Gruk holding on to the last tankard as he's finishing it off before leaving. Tom, Gwen, and Gruk, you're going to be starting making your way back through the Blade Bazaar that you had previously spent your day in. Tom winning a multitude of things that he had on him. I believe one of you had ended up winning a tea bag of holding, essentially. One of you had won the deck of many things. And then Gwen, you had stumbled into a trader that was selling false goods and such. And you had called them out on it. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah, I just took a battle axe and just gave him a gold.
So walking through here, you guys are pretty familiar with some of the stores that are going around. And this is kind of more on the more populous side of things, or of the Blade Bazaar, rather. As you start making your way towards the western side of the Blade Bazaar, and you kind of realize that some of the shops around here are starting to become a little bit more desolate. They're not like as populated with things, but they're definitely getting like a little bit more artsy, crafty kind of a thing. So you see some of these shops around here. You see one of them is like a game shop as you're walking by. And the game shop has like similar toys and trinkets that you had seen from like the magic vendor that you had kind of run into at that auctioneer kind of a style. And walking by, you can see some. Whoop. Did we lose someone?
Is that Melissa?
It's Melissa. She was messing with her phone there for a second. I think she might have accidentally ended the call.
Okay. No worries. But as you're walking by, you can see there's like a game shop of some kind. It's got some things. They've got one thing of interest that you can kind of see as you're walking by. They've got like a chess set of some kind that looks to be kind of like made out of like recycled materials. But you're not entirely sure as you're kind of like walking by. But you can see that there's like a shop owner kind of like fidgeting by himself through the back through the tent flap as you're walking by.
I want to poke my head in and ask him if. I just want to poke my head in and see what all the stuff he has around.
Sure. You poke your head in, and so the thing that kind of draws you the most attention is like this like chessboard of some kind. The pieces aren't looking like normal like wooden chess pieces. They look to be made out of like bones of some kind, like finger bones. You see some other toys and trinkets around there that are made out of like some other like recycled materials and such. You see like one of them is like it's like a board of some kind placed vertically with like little medallions of coins of some kind that look like you probably stack them like in a row or some kind. So some kind of interesting children's game like that. And then you see like a ball and a cup. You see some jacks. You see just like general odds and ends trinkets. So the shop doesn't look to be like the most pristine of things. Things in here look to be used once or twice before.
Hey, shopkeep, what's the chessboard thing?
Do you see the shop? Can you give me perception?
8.
8. The other two, are you also joining in, Tom, going into this little tent here, this little tent shop?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, can you give me perception as well as you see Tom walk up to the essentially like a little table with the shopkeep in a back room through another flat?
18.
18. Narwhal, what'd you get?
20.
20. Okay. So Tom, you just see him kind of like pat away at his pants, and you see some kind of like dirt rub off. Gruk and Gwen, what you see is whenever like he's like patting off his hands and stuff like that, you can see that his hands got like clay or some kind of dirt. His nails are jagged. His hands are not clean by any means, and he's kind of like patting them away as he's trying to like brush everything off from him. And he kind of starts walking up towards Tom. He called manager, just like, "Hello,
Hi.
hi. How can I? You interested in some some things here?"
I liked the chessboard thing you got there. What is it?
Oh, so it's a specially made chess piece. So this chess piece here is made out of some fine reduced, reused, and recycled options.
Nice.
Yes, you're quite interested in them.
Well, I'm interested in unique and magical type of things. Do you have any of those types of things around?
You see him kind of like gaze off into the distance by himself, and so it looks like he's kind of like lost in his own thought. And you see him kind of like muttering to himself. He's speaking back in Dwarvish, so you're not able to understand what he's saying. Gwen, can you give me a investigation to see if eventually you can understand what he's saying when he's kind of whispering away to himself?
Schizophrenic dwarf. Cool.
16.
16. You can tell that when he's kind of whispering to himself, he's appearing to talk to something. It doesn't seem like he's talking to himself necessarily. He's muttering under his breath to himself, but he's not using words like I, me, or things like that. He's saying like you and them and such like that. So it doesn't look like he's talking to himself.
Okay.
So Tom, he's just kind of like muttering under his breath, and he's just like, we can see about that. We can see about that. We don't have anything magical here right now. Is there anything that you're looking to like order? There's plenty of things we can get.
Creepy ass salesman. No, so what I'm really looking for is, if you don't have anything magical, do you have anything? I know it's somewhat odd for the Grey Dwarves, but do you have anything that would be able to make music, like a harmonica or violin or anything like that?
Like a flute.
Or a flute.
Flute. And he kind of like mutters himself under breath again. Excuse me, I'll be right back. And he kind of takes himself back into the kind of back room. Can all of you give me a perception?
9.
13.
15.
You don't see anything necessarily, but when he goes back there, you get a feeling that whoever he may have been muttering underneath his breath to might be back there. You don't see anything.
There might be an
I'll bend
invisible
down.
person.
I'll bend down to Matt's ear and just be like, "You could have asked for an octo base."
I could have. I really could have.
You are the smallest. You could go back there and be the sneakiest of the three of us.
Yeah. So can he see us from that back room?
He has his back turned entirely to you.
Can I try and sneak over there so I can eavesdrop on him?
You can give me a stealth check, yeah.
22.
Okay. So Tom, what you do is you kind of do like a little crawl underneath this little table thing, and you start scurrying your way there, trying to make sure that you're not like disturbing any kind of like the dirt underneath you or anything like that. And you kind of give a listen into, and you're hearing him kind of muttering himself, and he goes just like, "Well, I understand, but okay, listen. Last time we went out there and we had to like order some things, whenever we opened it, it didn't exactly have a lot of stuff in there. It had clothes, sure, but it like didn't have anything else." No, I'm not. No, okay, look, I get it. There's a couple of them that are on the way, and I understand we have plenty of people. Okay, the people who came in here earlier, they said, sure, we've not seen them yet. I don't know if they're gonna come back. Okay, well, fine. Okay, I'm going back. You make your way back to the front of the table. You make your way back to the front of the table, and he sees you just kind of just like boop, pop up, and you're just like, "What are you doing?"
I was just admiring your floor.
And he just kind of like stares off this, and he's just like, okay. So you'd like to order a flute of some kind?
I'm interested in necessarily ordering something and it showing up later. I'm just interested in finding something at this moment.
Okay. Can I get a name?
My name is Tom Bardy.
Tom Bardy. And he takes a little pocketbook, and he starts to write it down, and he goes, You've already ordered something here.
What did I order here?
You ordered a chess piece. Wait a minute. How do you spell Tom Bardy?
TOM space BARDY.
You don't happen to belong to a rather tall, horned person, do you?
I may or may not know somebody like that, but that's not me. Did somebody like that come in and order something?
They did. And what is their name?
It depends on what they ordered. What did they order?
They ordered a very custom chess piece.
Was this a tall, red person that had one eye that was, or his eyes are different colors?
No. This was a woman.
It's a woman. Okay. Was she about my height?
No, much taller than you.
Okay. What did they look like? Give me a description.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull up a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't have it off the top of my head.
Were they red?
Well, at least according
Here,
to...
I can help you out.
Yeah, no, I know who it is.
Well, like I'm looking at the description and I'm just like, I look at the description, I look at the picture, and I'm just like, well, according to this.
Yeah, no, I know who it is. So why did they order this one specific chess piece? Did they have any other information?
Information, I'm not entirely sure that they had like rather any information for me, but they did agree to do a sort of something for me. Do you know perhaps where they went? I need them back here by this afternoon in order to make sure that we are square on our terms.
Okay. I mean, this chess piece, like, what did they... How...
The chessboard behind you is the only one that we have currently on display. I don't have anything else in my wares.
This custom chess piece, what were they trying... Like, what were they willing to pay for it or give you or whatever?
They're willing to do a job for me. Are you willing to do a job for me?
God, every fucking person in this town wants a job.
Well, you see, no one really wants to work anymore.
And then he goes on a 45-minute boomer rant.
No one in this town wants to work anymore. No.
Right.
No one wants to work fast food anymore.
We have very unique things that we do here for our reduce, reuse, and recycling services. We want to make sure that every bit gets used, as you see.
I fucked up the slinky.
Don't touch the merchandise. Put the slinky down.
No, I fucked it up. Whatever.
You're gonna have to pay for that now.
You can't just leave without. That'll be 5 silver pieces.
How do I
Messing it
order?
up.
How do I order a baby's first slinky that doesn't break itself?
We can try and find you a magical slinky if that's just what you're wishing for.
God damn it.
Are you trying to find a magical? If you're willing to do something for me, we can definitely find you a magical slinky. Your friends back there, are they also willing to help me on a job?
Hey guys, I think Gwen came through here and ordered stuff, and I'm trying to figure out if she.
Gwen.
Hang on, let's take this conversation outside so the shopkeeper doesn't hear us. Hey guys,
Can't take the slinky outside.
Put it
Also,
back.
I don't think Gwen
I don't think Gwen.
was here
Courtney's
earlier.
character came through here and ordered things for us. And yeah, that one. And I'm trying to figure out if she was trying to do some sort of weird covert messaging for us and wanting me to have whatever it is, or if she was just fucking with me and trying to get me to pay for it, or she just didn't want to give her real name.
Probably the real name thing, and she's probably doing like a job or something. Because him is my guess.
Well, I don't want to get tangled up in doing 45 different jobs for every single denizen of this place. So
You don't want to do a bunch of side quests?
Side quest. Feels like Borderlands.
Yeah.
how the fuck did I mess this up so bad?
Okay, Caleb knows
Done
that
for
feeling.
now, man. It's just done
It
for.
might fucking be. Like, you
It's
see this
done
shit?
for. Yeah, it's done for.
Could they ever like dig up a body or something? Because he said he uses like the pieces, doesn't want to go into waste.
Maybe.
Hardcore.
Maybe,
Okay.
maybe if you do that job for him, he can help you fix the slinky.
I mean, I don't want to step on their toes if they're already doing a job. Thing, but I mean, if it's separate, I guess.
I'm going to be focused on this until I get it fixed.
Okay,
my God.
so Gruk and
Now-
Gwen, it is down to you. You have to drive
good
the
Lord.
story without Tom right now.
Cool. Okay, Gruk, how do you feel? Do you want to just jack in on their job? I don't want to necessarily step on their toes in the middle of something, but I guess if it's separate, it also depends on what it is. You know.
I mean, I guess it just depends on what they are doing as well,
Mm-hmm.
and how much information this shopkeeper can give. Because usually, if you take a job from someone and someone else is asking about it, you wouldn't give information out about that particular job.
Yeah.
So,
It might be a separate thing though. So that he
it
wants
might
to
be.
do. Yeah. I mean, I'm down to get information and see what it is.
Let's at least hear him out.
So do you guys go back in the shop?
Yeah,
Sounds like it. Yeah.
let's listen to what he has to say.
Okay. As you guys kind of come back in, you see him reappear back from the back room of the shop that he was in previously, and comes back up to the front and goes, "So what'll it be? You gonna help me with something?" He kind of gives you like a crooked tooth grin. You can see that there's like teeth missing. He's got like dirty, grimy teeth. Like nothing's clean about him.
Could we get more information about what this job entails?
You can when you shake my hand.
When I shake your hand,
We need to agree upon
Agreed.
this.
I would like you to wash your hands first. You got clay in your nails.
It's all perks of the business. And he kind of like shows off his nails.
Disgusting. I'm not getting diseases. Wash your hands.
Then don't shake my hand. You there,
not going to.
tall, strapping one. Would you like to shake my hand? We just
No.
need something
You're
to
gonna
be
get
done.
the hepatitis. Don't. I don't know. You get hepatitis, but still.
Magical hepatitis.
D&D, hepatitis confirmed. Gonorrhea.
Gonorrhea, syphilis.
All the
Can
hepatitis.
you at least give a name?
A name of what? What are you needing a name of? The one who came in here previously had obviously wronged me by naming themselves Tom when I'm looking at the creature that claims to be itself deer.
Yes, the small
Do you
man
know
here.
another one? I believe by they went the name Tiny.
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 She is pretty tiny.
So what is
Someone's
she?
name Tiny? Or is Tiny?
There was a Tiny and a Tom Bardy.
I wonder who it could be.
I also wonder who that could be.
Is that
Hold on real quick. It was Tiny, right? Nevira?
Yes, it was.
Okay. I
saw
just
her.
wanted to make sure I had the name right. I was like, I'm pretty sure.
so? We have a second Tom and a Tiny.
And they're on a job for you right now, sounds like?
Supposedly, I need them back here by this afternoon in order to make sure that they are willing to continue doing it. They shook my hand.
Oh, Mr. Shopkeeper man.
They shook your hand. Okay. A lot of
Well,
shaking hands in this town.
The one that I believe to be Tom did. The other one already had something on her hand.
Yeah, that's what I. Okay.
Yeah.
They have to be here by the afternoon.
Well, I didn't have anything ready for them by that point.
God damn it! Fuck this slinky. All right, I'm over it.
I was waiting for it.
That'll be 10
Please
silver.
don't throw the merchandise.
Well, get better merchandise.
It is not my reduce, reuse, and recycle around here. It is not my fault.
That can be recycled into a pile of compressed plastic that goes into a landfill.
What is
And I'm
plastic?
sure you can be recycled into the ground.
Yeah, probably, and then you'd come dig me up, and I'd still be flipping you off. So
Oh, there's some accusations around here. And you see him like back up, like Charlie going back towards the back room kind of tent flap that he has back. There's like, there's no one doing any kind of nefarious digging up of any kind around here. All of my wares come from recycled sources.
Would you recycle for the chest pieces?
you mean the finger bones? Huh?
Yeah.
I wonder.
I'm saying,
is
was it like a
not-
significant person's finger bones or just like a random Joe's finger
There's
bones?
nothing that I'm doing here in any kind of a wrong. That is what I found with the chest pieces.
Found. I just used a shovel and there was a grave and I just found it.
Do you think these hands use shovels? And he just pulls up his hands.
Yes, I do actually.
I'm not saying that we care, Mr. Shopkeep, but it's very clear that if we were to tell other people, like the guards, they would care. So you can.
that
We
is
don't,
true.
we don't need to be involving any of that right now. Can you roll
I mean,
intimidation
yeah.
for
you
me?
have a very close personal friend.
Can I roll intimidation?
Both of you need to roll intimidation if you're going to be intimidating like that.
21.
Fucking, I hate you.
I have a plus.
Can I be used as support?
I got a 9.
As a
so-
help action?
Yeah.
I have a +5 to deception,
Okay.
a +5 to performance, a +7, and a +7. I have a +7 to both persuasion and stealth.
So
Got it.
if y'all want to do an advantage,
I don't think they
For-
need to on a 21. There's nothing I can roll against it.
okay.
But you see the shopkeep kind of like back in was like, okay. There's no need to be involving any kind of stone guards of any kind around here. We don't need none of that. None of that.
All right, then tell us what you know about the two people that came in here, gave you now clearly fake names, and what job you want us to have them do.
When I met them, they weren't fake names. I mean, you don't even know my name. I could give you a fake name right now. You could never tell.
Yeah, but now you know that their names are fake names. So
There was a tall one with the horns, and she appeared to be, I'm not sure if she was the leader or not, because there was a small one that was standing behind her a little bit more deviously than the other. Looked to be she was already involved with Bird. I could tell from her hand.
Cat, this is not OnlyFans.
But it is.
But it is. Don't you know I upload this to OnlyFans, the unedited version?
Damn
yeah,
it.
You're gonna get demonetized.
on OnlyFans.
This is 30 minutes into the YouTube video.
Oh, true. Okay.
Wait, we're 30 minutes in. Does that mean I can say like,
Well, okay,
bitch,
sorry.
slut, ass, fuck, cunt?
Second part.
And
Yeah,
oh, it's the
30 minutes
second
into the
part.
second
Oh
part.
shit, never mind. Censor it.
Beep, 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 beep.
Just
That's what he says to you, and kind of just like a not like a sheepish kind of just like I don't have anything else for you. That is what they gave me. That is what I have. I can tell you more, or perhaps we can set up something for them whenever they come visit me later.
You gave them a job. What was the job?
I didn't have anything at the time. I needed them to come back to me this afternoon. Now I have a job, as you are showing up here. Would you like to take their job?
It depends. What is the job?
So what we do here, there are certain things that we go and gather when there are others that no longer need their...
Got it. You exhume dead corpses and take their shit.
I
We've already
do
established
not
that.
exhume
send-
anything, and I will never
send-
use such language.
you send people to grave rob.
I send people nowhere.
Is this like a significant person's grave? Like a
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh my god, okay.
Hi, Crystal.
Crystal.
Bye. Okay, got it. Like, yeah, you collect objects from people who were recently alive and now are no longer. Got it. Established. What's the job?
You need to shake my hand in order for me to tell you more.
I'm not shaking your hand. I'll shake you with the mage hand.
I mean, you could have done that without telling him anything.
Well, mage hand's blue, and isn't mage hand blue? And
I thought Mage Hand was invisible.
hang on, let me look it up. I guess I just assumed it was blue. A spectral floating hand appears at a point you choose. So when it says spectral, I guess I assumed it was like blue and ghosty.
Yeah, like a spirit.
Okay, so yeah, I will shake your hand with the mage hand, but I'm not touching your hand.
Honor is as honor does, I guess. You hold that as a
Okay.
hand.
Boop. Green or blue spooky hand. Yeah.
So what I need from you to do, there are certain people that kind of disappear from here every now and then. These are not done by me, these are not done by others. They simply pass. That is all I can tell you on that. There are some things that are going to be happening around here the next couple days that will have an abundance of wares in my store. What I need from you is whenever these things happen, I need you to go out and go get said things for my store. You'd have a 10% interest on anything that anyone else may take from the store, and you may take one thing from any of these people, as you so wish to call them, disappear. You can take one thing
That's
from
what they
them.
were before.
That's what they were before.
Okay, don't get sassy.
You come into my shop, I should offer you no services. But you do seem willing to do
Ignore-
some adventures.
Ignore my gruff, orcish friend.
Well, he
Okay,
seems to be the
10%.
one that's going to get the most done from you. If you go 2 feet down into a hole, that's already past your head. Not to say that there is a hole of any kind.
Yeah, so wow, it's almost like you steal shit from graves. So
We can stop name blaming here.
how do you know that a lot of people are going to die soon?
There are some things that I'm told. And you can see him kind of like just again look off into the distance. He's looking towards something, but you can't fully tell what they may be looking at. They're just kind of like looking off into the distance.
So-
Is it you?
So it
That
makes
tell-
it.
Is it you that tell yourself this? Or is it the person in the back that tells you this?
What person in the back?
There's an invisible gray dwarf in the back that you were talking to.
There's no such thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
There's
can roll-
somebody in the back that
You can
talking to.
roll insight to see if he's trying to lie.
I will roll insight.
I got a 4.
I got 12.
Okay.
I'm using some other dice.
Some other dice. With what you can tell, you're not able to discern whether or not he is lying to you.
Wait, I was gonna let Gruk do it.
He's just like throwing other dice. He's like 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Fuck! 20, 20, 20.
Hi.
Guy want any pizza?
Yeah, actually.
I wish.
Hi, Primrose.
Okay, I'll put it in the disk drive and see if I can send it over to you.
Oh,
It's
geez.
got to be in a circle form, though.
Floppy disk drive.
Yeah, it can't be in pie and triangle shape. I just said pie form. I'm like, that's not a pie.
Tell him
You
what we
can see
said.
his lips moving, but you can't see him.
Why does he got a
What?
green thing around his body?
Do what?
Because that's his green screen.
Oh, what? This?
Oh, okay. I see the background. Duh.
Yeah. Yeah, don't you know I'm cool?
It's
the city.
Dad, tell me I'm cool. Tell me I'm cool. Say I'm cool.
Dad,
I'm cool.
Dad,
I mean,
all I
Dad,
want is
tell
your
me I'm
approval,
cool.
Dad.
Tell your kid that he's cool.
Caleb, you're cool.
Sweet.
No.
Yes.
Aw.
You're the best.
Nailed it.
Aww.
You're my
Ah.
favorite kid that lives in Kansas City.
Nice.
Wait.
In Kansas City. Not in
Qualification
St.
scout.
Yeah. Sick rush shirt. Tell him I said that.
Okay.
Matt says sick rush shirt.
You know why I'm wearing it today?
Because you got to move quickly.
He said you got to move quickly.
No, because today is Neil Peart's anniversary from when he died in 2020.
Oh, that's sad. R.I.P. Heart
I'll have fun.
broken. I was never a girl in high school. How do I do the broken heart?
Matt, are you dumb?
Yeah, is it just this?
See y'all.
I don't. Bye.
Or you can do what I used to do and just be like,
That's what I was thinking of. Where like
Yeah.
people like do that. Yeah.
I remember doing that to Courtney in high school. Just like, Courtney. She was like, yeah. And I went, she was like, oh.
When I was in high school, I didn't understand that they didn't make women's clothes with pockets. So I just never understood why girls' phones would just be like
Matt, guess
hanging
what?
out of
They
their
still
pocket.
don't.
No, they still don't.
no.
But
And then
I,
if they do, the pockets are still too small because now everybody's phones are fucking massive
Mhm.
and they still don't fit in there.
well, I was wearing,
Use those dice.
dude, even work clothes and normal clothes and like even like jackets and stuff. I mean, the pockets are like I can fit all kinds of shit in them, and I just forget that they just don't make women's clothes with pockets.
It's the best thing ever. Like when wearing ever cargo shorts, you're just like, I am a bag of holding.
Dude, yeah. Like I told when I was going to physical therapy, I think I was telling the physical therapist, I said, if you're ever in a situation where you don't have to give a shit about what you look like, wear cargo shorts. Like buy some men's cargo shorts because you will have like 18 pockets.
It's really fun whenever you put your hand in the pocket and it goes out the bottom of the short. It's like the pocket's longer than the shorts. I don't know how, but
Mhm.
it is.
Yeah, or you put your hand in like the front top pocket and it's like the bottom of it is at the bottom of the front bottom pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, so you guys kind of have him back against the wall, but you can't necessarily tell whether or not he's lying about anyone being in the back room or not.
Yeah. I know that you were talking to somebody back there, Mr. Shopkeep. How do you know? Is there? Why do you think that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to die soon? Do you think that there's events in the city that are going to come to a head? Do you think there's going to be some sort of external attack?
There's been certain things that have been happening around. I'm sure you may have noticed some weird things happening around the city that definitely are a little bit mad, as it were.
Like some certain stone people coming through a
So-
wall.
Some things just aren't as normal as they used to be. And I plan to capitalize on that.
Okay.
With your meager shop here.
Again, with the name calling.
I can't guarantee that we're still going to be here in a few days, but if we are, then we will see what we can do. Now,
Be that as it may.
tell me more about this particular chess piece that the other two people wanted.
They just wanted to have another custom chess piece. I didn't have any besides the one on display, and this is all that I could offer them was an ordering of some kind whenever we stumble into our next shipment.
So they randomly wanted one chess piece and that they're getting custom ordered that has no special characteristics about it?
Well, a whole chess set, I guess, but I mean, I don't know what they may or may not have wanted to do with it. I did not pertain and to ask anything of them besides them offering to do a job for me.
What made it custom? Like, was it made out of a different body part?
Is it made out of a rib cage or something?
You
Yeah.
can take a look and you can tell me what's unique about the current chess piece that I have.
Right.
Let's
It
do
seems
it.
like you already have these available, so I don't know if it would be custom.
They're
so,
not always readily available. Okay. DM's curtain. Okay. It is a chess set made out of finger bones. You guys can see that. Finger bones by nature are fairly unique. They're not exactly duplicated.
Right. I'm saying if they wanted a different chess piece than they already have, is what I'm saying. Is if they already have the ones with
The-
finger bones and they were like, I have to order it. I'm like, what are they ordering that's not
That-
finger bones?
That means that either it's not going to be a finger bone, it's going to be something
Not readily
random,
available,
or
guys.
guys,
It's not readily available.
That was a
two
sales piece. They didn't
pieces.
have anything in stock.
It's just a display.
Why would you
Really
want
buy
to? Why would you want a chess piece? That's what I'm saying. So maybe.
Yeah.
Because she wanted it. That's all. That's all, guys.
Okay, I thought this was like a
There was
secret
No.
message. Are you needing it to give
yeah.
it to
No.
Steve, and then Steve was going to give you $1 million?
Right, you're willing to go grave rob for a fucking chess piece that, and if it's a finger bone that you could have gotten from killing somebody and taking their finger to begin with,
She just wanted
or
something,
robbing
that's
your
all.
own grave.
Nope, she just wanted something. That's all. That's all,
Yeah.
guys.
Okay.
Sometimes people just want
No,
stuff.
Okay. I feel like this like it's a secret
No.
key, and you're gonna
No.
open a door, and the door's gonna go to a basement.
Then why did you give them fake names?
Because we didn't want to give them our names.
Why? What does it matter? It's some creepy ass rando.
Because we didn't want to.
Fair enough.
I 100% thought that this was
Oh.
like, hey, they're not
No.
around. We need to give him some
No.
sort of secret message, or we're ordering some weird thing that he doesn't want to tell us, or it's
No.
something about the shipment and the person that's going to be delivering it that involves
thinking
it,
too much.
or
Stop
there's
thinking.
something about
Stop
like, yeah,
thinking.
So we're just overthinking this.
Yes,
a little
absolutely.
bit, like a
100%.
lot of it.
Oh.
I love you guys. I don't know what else to tell you with that. It's just
To be
it was just a thing.
To be fair,
Yeah.
Cirella is the sneaky mercenary who hasn't told us about her past, and
I
Nevira
know.
steals
Yeah,
things.
no,
So when
you're-
two of the sneaky people are like, we're doing something sneaky.
Right.
I'm like,
We were.
okay.
She just
Right,
wanted
and-
something, that's
yeah,
all.
yeah, and Cirella's like oh man, I totally have these like contracts where I'm totally not murdering people and assassinating them, and Thak totally has them too, and we totally fought and like almost killed each other, and here's my mentor, but I'm not really gonna tell you all that. And then meanwhile, Nevira's like, oh man, I just you know nothing about who I am, and I have these secret sneaky thief people that are also like giving me signs
gosh.
and writing signs in places, but I'm not gonna tell you what they mean, and also like I'm gonna steal and take all the shit that I want, and like I'm not really gonna, make any of my motives or external goals clear. So like, yeah.
And also,
so
my uncle
why would
ran
it
a
not
bar.
be?
I get why you guys were suspicious, but there was too many thoughts. Too many thoughts.
Yeah, like you guys are fine. It's fine, and y'all can air those what appears from Tom grievances out when you meet each other.
It's not really
Rather than
grievances.
for-
It's just
They appear to be pretty grievances by your reaction.
no.
They're the grievances, but like it just felt like the puzzle was good. It's stuff that sneaky's
No
happening.
puzzle. No
Yeah.
puzzle.
No,
Why are the curtains blue?
Yeah.
Is the author
Okay, it's like
depressed?
okay. It's like being in an escape room, and then you're just like, something's going on with this bookshelf. You're like, it's just a bookshelf.
It's an IKEA bookshelf. I don't know what you want. Then why is it broken? Because you broke it.
Yeah. Then why does this book move? Like, oh, are you telling me the entire point of this book moving is to just do this just because? Like,
Oh my
She
god.
just wanted to buy it. That's all. That's
Why
all.
are there a
I
bunch of
just-
words in this book? What am I supposed to
mean
do?
Newton's-
Read it?
yeah.
You mean Newton's 3 laws of gravity actually
Yeah.
don't mean that things don't move?
Jesus.
No, it's not.
I don't know if there's anything technically special with the chessboard. I don't think there is. I just wanted something unique because
I
some
will
people
pull.
kept taking the shit that I was trying to get at the auction. But
Oh well,
we're not going to talk about that now, are we?
I'm out of gold now. You want to pull a card?
No.
I'm poor now.
Yeah, you want to pull a card? One of these will get you money.
Should happen,
Here,
man.
I'll pull 3 curtains back. Chess piece, nothing cool. They're bones. They're
Okay.
fucking bones. Don't
Okay.
belong to nobody unless you really want to have me have like a catalog from like A to Z of 13 different characters for each fucking letter. Like,
Yes.
I'll do it.
No.
No.
Move on,
Okay.
please.
And no, and
I want to stress you more than you should be stressed.
Oh, cool.
he's already on it, bro. No, I would not say that those are grievances. I like the character development of like, I'm not just going to tell you everything that's going on because I think it fits the characters and I think it's
Yeah.
interesting and gives it some place to go. But
It gives me
That
stuff
means
to
that-
create for you guys.
yeah, that means that when shit like this happens where you're giving fake names and ordering random custom ordered parts, I'm like, clearly there's something beyond this.
What does chess mean? Tell you what,
We didn't
Tom.
think that deep.
Tom,
Fair
you can have those like super deep thoughts, and we'll just let Cirilla and Nivera play in the shallow pool of like, I just wanted a chess piece.
Okay, Courtney, I will get you a random finger bone that I carve into a chess piece for you.
Neat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have him cornered. You don't necessarily, you can't discern whether or not he's telling a lie about anyone being in the back room, and you have no current reason to believe anyone in the back room besides him whispering and talking to what is not himself.
Okay.
That is what
Mr.
these
Shopkeep.
characters can gather.
Yeah. Mr. Shopkeep, I will help you if I can. I have a feeling we are not going to be in town in a few days when these things happen. But if we have the opportunity to help you, then we will.
And that is fine. And please, you can call me Radwell.
How do I spell that?
Rat is in like a rat.
Mhm.
O is in O.
Mhm.
Will as in the thing that people have after they die. I mean before.
Yeah, totally. And I presume that at least wills you don't necessarily care about that much. Okay.
Will is in the will it is taking me to stop from strangling you.
Fair enough. Okay, can you point me? I am still looking for some form of musical instrument. Do you have any knowledge as to where I can procure one?
There could potentially be one in a day or two.
Do you know of one where I could buy it now?
Not in my shop, unfortunately, no. You may have better luck taking a look at some of the other craftier shops around here on this side of the bazaar.
Exactly. Do you know any of those that I could go into in particular?
I do not.
Cool. Catch you later.
Okay. As you exit the store, do you have any final remarks, Gruk and Gwen, as Tom starts to leave the store?
I gotta be back.
Being spooky.
I'm not being spooky.
You're being very spooky.
Would you like to buy anything from the store?
No, I'm not. You fucking weirdo. It's gonna be someone's grandma's old heirloom ring. I don't need that. That you stole. I'm good.
I've done no such thing. There's been no stealing from those living.
I didn't say. Never mind. I'm out. Spooky. Stop being spooky.
Tell whoever else is in here to have a good day.
There's no one else here. As you guys leave, can you make a perception check for me?
$15.
13.
Okay. Unfortunately, as you guys leave, you don't see anything incriminating from what you guys were alleging this entire time. As you start to leave the store, you immediately see the shopkeep disappear back into the back room.
Bullshit. On a 50.
Yeah. So you guys start making your way further into the bazaar, kind of like reaching the outskirts. Again, you're seeing all these like artsy, craftsy kinds of stores. You can definitely see that there's some of these stores that are kind of like selling more secondhand wares. Some things are kind of like already closed down. There's not a lot truly going on this side of the bazaar, as this gets a lot less traffic than its more favored counterpart on the side of where the Bird's Inn is at, and kind of like the Dark Lake Brewery and such. As you're kind of looking around, Gwen, you recall the cat. You recall Ilsa's little card that you had been given, and the area is looking a little bit familiar to you based off of that card. And you see that there's a shop around here that looks vaguely similar to the shop that appears to be on the back of Ilsa's card.
Okay. Neat. Guess we found her shop.
Did we have any shops nearby that sell musical instruments?
There
seem like
are,
it. You know.
there are more artsy craftsy kind of shops. You can probably take another peek or around the area to see if there's any more musical shops that you are trying to look specifically for. But right now you are kind of on the outskirts of the bazaar and kind of reaching an area that's a little bit more less traveled, less taken than compared to its more favorable counterpart over on the eastern side of the eastern side of the bazaar, kind of where the Dark Lake Brewery and stuff like that are, where Bird's Inn is at. So you're kind of in an area that's a little bit more less traveled for its shops.
Okay. I don't know if I want to split off and go find one myself, or if I want to hang out with them with Ilsa.
Maybe Elsa's shop has something.
Maybe. But didn't her cart not have anything like that?
I don't remember what was on. Hang on. What was on her card? Yeah, I don't remember what was on it.
I guess unless we get, captured or run off or something, nothing says we can't just go to the shops after talking to Ilsa. All right,
Do,
fuck it.
start-
I'm gonna go with them. Hmm?
Okay. I was just asking if that's what you wanted to go do, if there's anything else you were trying to like specifically sort out. You can absolutely keep looking for more shops and stuff like that, in regards to like finding any musical instruments. But with this being like more like artsy craftsy kind of a side, there's not like a lot of things that would necessarily be musical of any kind. These are more so like reused weapons, reused armories, reused bags and such like that. They're like all secondhand kind of stuff from from other adventurer guilds and such. The thing that most stands out is on the back of Ilsa's card. A shop that looks similar to Ilsa's shop.
Okay, I guess I'll go with them into Ilsa's shop.
Okay. As you guys start making your way into there, can you guys give me an investigation for what you may see surrounding your sign here?
Nat 20, 22.
Jesus Christ.
7.
Say, Gruk,
Hmm.
you still here?
Yes.
Okay. Off of Tom's Nat 20, with what you can see around here is that in this shop, there doesn't appear to be anyone currently inside of this shop. There is plenty of reused adventurers materials. There are weapons of all kinds. There are some armors of all kinds. They all definitely appear to be worn in. Some of them still got their dirt. Some of them still got like scratches and cuts on them. Some of them aren't necessarily fully put together stuff. There are a multitude of things that you would be more than excited to use on any kind of an adventure, as this appears to be stuff that had recently been in the hands of adventurers of some kind. But you don't see anyone directly in this area, and it doesn't look like anybody is currently in the shop.
Can I roll something to determine if there's an invisible person in the shop?
Perception.
7.
7.
I did the same.
Yes, you can.
Hopefully this is better, but 9.
9.
Gruk.
Okay.
Get in here.
Perception.
Perception.
18.
18. You can, Gruk, you can safely assume that there doesn't appear to be any feeling of invisible eyes anywhere on you.
I think we're clear.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Also, nice tower.
I didn't realize you could see that.
We just saw a cool dice tower getting put.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
you guys
I
can
used
see.
to do that in my IRL sessions a lot.
Guys, Fish's birthday was yesterday.
Oh, happy
didn't know?
belated birthday!
Why would I know? I only know when I look on Facebook, and these days I look on Facebook every 2 weeks.
Aren't you like a good friend of his?
Yeah, we've been friends since I started at Honeywell in 2016. But that doesn't mean I know when people's birthday is.
Yeah.
Do you know when Caleb's birthday is?
No. I barely know. Well, you're supposed to. I barely know when anybody's birthday is. I don't write down birthdays. I don't do any of that. And it's not necessarily like I should. I should know when people's birthdays are, so I don't have to do the happy late birthday. But we're adults. Who cares anymore?
Who cares about birthdays?
You turn after 25, it stops mattering.
I don't know. But
So
you
wait,
guys
you mean I
don't.
only have 4 more years?
Dude, 25 is when you can rent a car, and that's really the last major milestone, as opposed to 30, 40, up until 65, and when you retire, and then that's it.
So around the shop, doesn't feel that you guys feel any invisible eyes upon you. Feels like you are pretty much alone in this shop. Additionally, in the shop, based off of Narwhal's role, you can see that there's like a tent flap that looks to be it continues on into this tent. This tent is bigger than it actually is on the inside than on the outside. Similar to a very popular movie with I don't know, wizards or something like that.
Yeah. I remember that. It was Trans Wizard Harriet Porber and the Bad Boy Parasaurolophus. Yeah, I have that
Yep,
book.
that one.
I wrote a new book that's conquered by Clippy, Microsoft Word Clippy guy. Yeah, and I haven't read it yet. Anywho, okay, so what do we see around this particular room? You said we see like armor, weapons, various
Like a lot of
miscellaneous stuff.
used adventurer's gear. So, stuff that you would definitely be more than welcome to have going on an adventure that'd be very beneficial of having that was recently used. Not all of it is in like mint condition or anything like that. This is all secondhand to be.
Right. I mean, give me some examples outside of the weapon and armor.
Like examples of like there are leather bags you could potentially have, so like backpacks you could have. There are some short swords. There's looks to be like up on top of a up on a wall of some kind where it's got like those like sword brackets to like kind of show off the different weaponries. There's a lance. There's a hammer. There's an axe of kinds. There's all sorts of things like in these wooden barrels and kind of just like piles that are kind of just like all mismatched together. It doesn't look like there's like any kind of organization. It looks like whoever kind of like dropped all these off in here. We're just kind of just like plopping things down. We're just like, I'll get to this later.
Okay. You guys see things that you want, then I guess we could take a look, but I want to go deeper into the tent.
I'm gonna leave her stuff alone until we figure out where she's at.
Probably smart.
Okay. Gruk.
We are in a shop.
Yes.
How much brain power would you say you're devoting to this right now?
I'm still kind of tired, not gonna lie.
Okay.
Okay. We're in a shop. There's some shit in here. Weapons, armor, various things thrown into a pile. The shop goes deeper. Would
Just
you
in a
like
pile?
to? Yes. We do not know where the shop owner currently is. Would you like to look at some of the things here, or would you like to go deeper into the tent before determining if you want anything?
I will be intrigued by the pile, but I will want to go deeper into the tent.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do that and then find the shopkeeper first.
Okay. So by pile, I apologize if I misspoke about this. These piles and such that are just like these wooden barrels that kind of have all these things just like poking out. There's not necessarily like a pile of things or anything like that. When I was saying pile, they're just like barrels like piled together.
Okay.
So the most interesting thing in this room is going to be that kind of like tent flap that looks to be kind of not hidden away by any means, but looks to be a little bit harder to see that you were able to spot before. So if you were to kind of peel back at this, it would probably reveal something.
Okay. Let's check out the pile or the flap.
Okay. As you start to peel back the flap, you see just an expansive room in front of you. In the middle of the room, there's like a 4-post bed with kind of like the drapestry kind of on it, so it's kind of like a queen's bed looking kind of a thing. It's all really fancy. There's plenty of like rugs, tapestries, and such kind of like spewing about. There's additionally a bunch of like maps of some kind, papers with like scribbles going back and forth on them that look like they could probably fit together into something. They're all written out in Dwarvish, so it's hard for you guys to read. Gwen would probably have a better chance of reading some of this, but it looks to be all like handwritten for how this kind of stuff, how it goes together. Additionally, in here, there looks to be kind of like a, can you guys give me an investigation roll?
11. Investigation is not my strong suit today.
10.
10?
5.
5. Additionally, in here, you can see that from the kind of like spewing about works with paper and stuff like that, that this looks to be recently dropped off stuff. Like there's nothing in here that looks to be like fully covered in dust. It looks like this place is being actively used, or at least has been recently actively used. What?
So it's rugs, tapestries, bed, maps,
Yes.
and they're relatively new.
Yep.
Or relatively dropped off here.
Correct. You get a strong feeling it's been relatively dropped off earlier.
Has
Not been here
there
for a
any?
while.
Any sign of the shopkeeper?
No sign.
Any other places to go in the shop?
Not that you are aware of.
Cool. So unless we're trying to steal some shit, sounds like we go neat and then move on.
Can I look at the map?
There you go. Yes, you can look at the maps. They're written out in Dwarvish, so only Gwen would be able to kind of really take a look at them. As you're looking at them, you can see that with all these like scribbles and such, they don't all look like one piece goes like together. It's a hodgepodge of stuff, but it looks like if you were probably to rearrange them in a certain fashion, you could probably make more of an idea of what this whole thing gets put together as. Being as you're not the one who made them, it's a little bit harder to understand since this is all handwritten, but it is written in Dwarvish. You can see that there's a number of different like places that look to be written on here. Hold on one second. Of the places, there looks to be information relating to Gracklestug is what you're able to kind of make out. You're able to see another location on there called Neverlight Grove. Another place you can read on there is Blingding Stone. Another place
Blingding?
Blingdon Stone, so like bling.
Blended. Okay, that you said bling.
Blingden Stone.
Gotcha.
I know that.
So like
I know that place.
Blingden.
Yep.
Yes, and then stone.
Yep, Blingden Stone.
I know that place.
Neverlight Grove was from Stool's home, right?
Yup.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, Kate. Keep going.
You're good. You can kind of see there's like more like smudged words amongst the rest of the stuff. Can you give me an investigation? Or no, can you make a history?
History? Okay.
History.
I'm gonna use my dice because going on here sucks. Should probably use there. 9.
9. With what you can recall about some of these places, some of these chicken scratch drawings look to be places that you are familiar with, but you don't 100% know if like these are the correct words or not. You look to see like something that says Gauntlgrim, but you aren't sure if it says Gauntlgrim.
Mhm.
You see another place on here that looks to say Velkenvelv, the drow prison you were originally, but you aren't sure if it says that. And then you see another one that in kind of scribbled letters again that just says maze.
You said these are like puzzle pieces. Can I like try to rearrange them in any way? Should I make it make more sense?
You can. What would you roll for that?
Would that be like insight?
I guess I would kind of fall into insight. You can give me insight at disadvantage. All of it is written in like not formal kind of works. None of it makes true sense. All of it looks vaguely similar to things that you may have seen. Some of the words you're able to make out, not 100% of the words you're able to make out, and you don't necessarily know like how all the puzzle pieces would go together. So you can give me insight at disadvantage.
Okay. Don't fuck me over. There we go. Please don't fuck me over. You kind of did. Damn it. 11.
11. You can probably, given enough time, put some of this together, but nothing you can put together right now.
Is there any sort of like, I mean, do we have, I'm going to say scratch paper, but basically, obviously we're not going to sit here and transcribe an entire map, but could we be like, all right, this place is here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and...
You could probably take some of these papers. I'm sure you could probably find some papers that may not have stuff fully written on them to try and copy some of them over. And then like pull back the DM's curtain. I would literally give you something that would like mimic that. So you can actually have like a physical thing sent to you. That would be that. Pushing back the curtain. But that's if you choose to like try and like write something like that down, or if you try and like take some of these papers. You would probably have better luck taking these papers. That way you have like a true one-to-one kind of a thing. But knowing that you're taking those papers, you would probably want to try and cover it up somehow, or you can just leave it as is and then just that's whomever to find out.
Wait, the like after we went into the tent, you said there was like a bed with like tapestry and stuff.
There's a bed in the middle of the entire room with like those like 4 bedposts with like the shawl curtains, whatever, like in front of them. So it's like very like princess queenie kind of vibes going on.
So we might need to like get out of here soon before the owner comes back and sees us like snooping around and shit.
Oh, like we're in their bedroom?
Yeah.
We might be in their personal space.
I mean, if we think the maps will help us, we could probably swipe them and then like try and cover it up as if they were never delivered, because clearly this shit was delivered here quickly or relatively soon. Keep in mind that we are being watched by the Keeper of the Flames escort guides or whatever.
Where you are now, and with what Gruk was able to see earlier, is that it doesn't seem like anyone's watching you right now inside of here.
Okay.
So you can safely assume that you are being unobserved.
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with us swiping them and it helping us, and then us trying to make it look as if they were never delivered in the first place, or some other method of covering it up.
Yeah, these seem
I
kind
can
of.
put it in my bag of holding.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Caleb's eyes just. Oh.
Do we want? All right. Let's do it.
Let's just put it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Do I need to roll anything to try and like make it look like it was covered up?
You can give me, I was about to say performance, 'cause I'm just like, I don't necessarily know, either performance or sleight of hand, but I mean, I have a feeling which one you're going to go for to try and like act like nothing happened.
Well, sleight of hand is a +4 and performance is a +5, so it really doesn't matter.
I mean, I don't know, you could roll, could roll
I'm
low.
about to roll a 2. Yeah. Fuck! All right, I rolled a 2.
Yeah!
So I got a 7.
So, okay. So with what you try and cover up, you do it kind of hastily. So to your eyes, it was already kind of messy looking to begin with. So you just make it look messier than it was before. But to you, you're like, yep, looks good.
Okay. If
you
anybody else
guys-
wants to try, they can.
I have a -1 to performance, so probably not.
I will
I
let
have a
one more person try
+4.
and mess it up more.
I have a +4 to sleight of hand, so I might as well try.
Unless you just start smashing shit.
And hey, congrats. So you guys rolled a bloody 8. So you guys are going to get 8 pieces of paper after the session for like stuff that you grabbed.
Nice.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Are you? Why? What?
It was kind of lopsided in my dice tray. That'll be a 13. The other, if I flattened it out, it would have been a higher roll.
I'll allow it. So you kind of just like mess around with it more as well. So it looks a little bit more nonchalant, papers thrown out, kind of like how it was before, but not much better than it was.
All right, this will be fine.
Can I look at those tapestries real quick?
Sure.
See anything significant about them?
Give me a history check.
Sounds good. Thank you. 22.
22.
Wow.
These tapestries are all of dwarven nature. They are definitely from Gauntlgrim. They are definitely from other kind of like tribes or guilds that represent more of like the dwarven sides. You can see most predominantly there is a tapestry from the Merchants clan that is kind of more proud and predominant than most of the others that are around here. Others, they've kind of been through some things. They've been worn, so you can't make out too much else amongst the other tapestries, but they all look to be like celebrating and celebrating dwarven history.
So do I think these are like think these were just been stolen from somebody else, like you know what I mean, like not necessarily like handmade or bought, more of like this is a historical significance. Why do you have these kind of a thing?
No, these look to be like these would be hung up in like homes of like dwarven like family crests and stuff like that. None of these stick out as like other like important names of any kind, but they're all like in celebration of dwarven stuff, dwarven things.
Gotcha. Okay.
Again, the most two that stuck out was one that was like a tapestry of Gauntlgrim. The other one, the most predominant, was like of the merchant clan.
I mean, she is a dwarf, so I don't know if it's necessarily too weird, but this map of place is the weirdest to me, at least.
Hmm.
I don't know if you guys want to do anything else, like try to search anywhere else in here. That might be like a hidden room or whatever, but I don't really have any ideas right now.
Let's
I
search.
say we just leave now.
I was gonna say take a quick look around the bed since it's in the center of the room. Who puts their bed there?
A psychopath.
Right. Yeah, I mean, without disturbing anything, is there? I'd like to go up and like investigate the bed.
The bed looks like it's been recently slept in, but otherwise everything's made. There doesn't look to be anything weird about it. There doesn't like feel like there's anything probably magical about it. This feels like a normal average bed. It just looks like whoever owns it had probably used it just this morning and had taken their rest, or perhaps they had just used it to sit down from wherever time, but this looks definitely used today.
There's nothing underneath it.
Nothing underneath it is a clean bed.
Also, potential idea. Our goal is to slow down Yilsa, right? The whole goal is to slow her down to the point where she misses whatever delivery because she's always on time. If we just fuck up her entire store, that's probably going to stop her from doing anything. Like, we could totally just like ransack her store and then leave a note and be like, we're coming back at this time, and just fuck with her to where she probably won't make her deliveries.
Don't we also need her shoes, though?
We do need her shoes.
Correct. That was the primary thing that Bird was wanting.
Are her
Oh.
shoes here? I mean, this
Bird-
is her room.
I thought Bird was wanting her shoes as a mark of the fact that we were getting the job accomplished, not necessarily the shoe itself.
He had a pretty strong inkling that it was specifically needing to bring those shoes. That Bird was kind of like hinting towards something, that those shoes are like of significance. Not necessarily just like bring me back these as like the final thing, but yes, she is wanting those. But it was like that is of significance to helping slow down Ilsa, preventing them from getting to the next spot.
Okay, then maybe not that idea. Because otherwise, I mean, if some shop just gets terrorized, I'm pretty sure that word would get out and people would realize that somebody fucked with their shop.
With a lot of the stuff in here already kind of being like of second nature, and then you wanting to potentially terrorize the shop, it probably wouldn't be too obvious that things were ruined, being that most of the things inside there were already bad.
I'm saying smash everything in the fucking store, leave her a note saying that some rando did it and make it seem threatening, and then, you know, really make it clear that something happened. But if we need her shoes, probably not gonna work. Okay.
In regards to taking a look around and seeing the shoes, you don't see any shoes in the current room or anything like that.
Okay. Okay, then I guess why don't we leave?
Yeah, he would probably be advised to leave.
Okay, yeah, I don't think else, so.
Okay. So as you guys leave the shop, Dawnbringer is kind of speaking out to you, Tom, and just like, Master, I'm getting kind of tired as the day goes on, and we're kind of reaching an afternoon of sorts, and so I don't think I'm going to be at my finest if you need to brandish me for anything.
That's okay, man. Just do your best. As long as I can still lightsaber people with you, then that's all I need.
You can. I am just letting you know I'm getting rather tired and that the day appears to be going towards night.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Hey, what do you think about that dragon, by the way?
Oh, he was rather exciting, although, again, I don't know where business is there, and I'd rather prefer not to be engulfed in flame, as you appear to be taunting him.
Hey, see, you just know that I was taunting him. I don't think he knew that I was taunting him. Dragons are really prideful. Do you know anything about that particular dragon or red dragons in general that's worth saying?
No, nothing of that. There have been a few adventurers that may have tried to brandish me against them, but I mean, as you can tell, I'm with you.
So I should not be trying to absorb dragon fire with you. Is that what I'm hearing?
I am not as bright as you clearly think that I am, but I do admire. The power of the sun is not nearly as mighty as that of a dragon breath breathing on you, for I feel that you are probably a lot squishier than I.
I mean, I want to watch a dragon.
I think you know.
I want to watch a dragon try and fly up and beat the sun, and then just realize how powerless it is. But the sun's really far away, and this dragon breath isn't, so that makes sense. Yeah, but you are.
I am merely just one of many things.
Okay. All right. Now that I'm done flirting with my sword, probably time to leave. Hi, Primrose. I have no idea what she wants.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get out.
Okay. You guys go ahead and exit the shop, and there doesn't appear to be anything you guys see as you kind of exit out there, but you do see some the life of the bazaar. Even though it was already pretty barren to begin with on the side, it is definitely becoming more and more of a ghost town. There is kind of more so activity. You can kind of tell from some kind of stalactite over to your side. Looks to be some other kind of another inn of some kind. Looks to be getting a little rowdy of some sorts. That is of an interest to you. However, as the day is getting long, you can kind of feel the energy of your body is kind of also wearing down on you, that you are becoming a little bit more fatigued throughout the day with all the travels you had done, and especially Gruk with kind of the shock of this afternoon. And even though Stool trying to help wear off with that, it is still affecting your guys' bodies.
So is it time to go sleep at the inn? Or go talk to military dude at the inn and then take a nap?
It would probably be advised, yes.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay. You can feel the narrator giving you a slight swift push. You guys start making your way back towards the inn after that, and you guys said you tucked away some of the notes into Gruk's tea bag of holding?
Yeah, the maps, right?
Okay.
Yes.
You guys tuck it away into there, and you guys start making your way back towards the inn. You can see that from the outside, you can definitely hear the liveliness of the inn and such. Even though for it being this afternoon, it appears to be a little bit more livelier than it is in times before. So Bird is definitely probably going to be very excited to have this much activity happening at her inn. And as you guys open the door, you can see that she's sat down across the table from an orc, kind of chatting her up and enjoying a Dark Lake brew amongst themselves as you guys kind of wrap up to the party. She turns to you and goes, they're back. Welcome, welcome, Gruk.
I'm sure. Shithead.
I'm not a shithead.
No, fucking cat knocked a dice over.
No.
I need that. D20.
Well, we need
The
you.
cat roll.
Oh.
What the cat roll?
Oh, it was the D12. Never mind. My bad.
Not good enough. But
right.
you can see that Bird is sitting there across from another orc, and they're sharing a Dark Lake brew, and they see you as a person. They're just here they are, they're back. Gruk, I'm sure you remember. And she motions towards the female orc. It's been
Nice
a long
to see
time.
you again.
It's been a long time. How would you, I'll introduce myself to your friends, I guess. Well, I guess who are your friends' name? I'm Kurg.
Kurg, I'm Tom Bardy.
Nice to meet you,
Gwendielle
Tom.
Runerock.
Gwen, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Gruk, it seems like you've grown a second head.
This is Stool.
So,
So you've got
before
a-
we say anything further, how many times have you kicked Gruk's ass?
Oh.
Also, thank you
There's-
for your name being the exact backwards name of Gruk.
Well, I mean, orcs, whenever we get into the army, we're not given very many choices for what we're to be called. But in regards to how many times I may have... I'm sorry?
Yeah, I was about to say, you didn't answer my question.
How many times I may have kicked Gruk's ass? I mean, even amongst us, we don't have enough fingers to count that.
Love it.
All right, Kurg. All right.
I mean,
It was-
hey, we don't need to be too
it was-
hard on ourselves. I know you've kind of run yourself through the battles, and more so lost a few the more than I can count.
Glad to have you back, Kurg. Glad to have you back.
I'm not the one who's back. You're the one coming back to the old stomping grounds.
Yeah, there's some stomping that I want to do.
He
Needs
means
to get
me.
done.
You and the short thing and item back there? Hey, I'm not one to judge. I'm not one to judge. Whatever you want to do in the military is your thing.
He's pretty tall, but yeah, I just don't think it's gonna work out. Our parents wouldn't approve.
I mean, hey, anything's allowed back at my house.
It's true,
You'll have to
man.
stop by over my kitchen at some time. I'd love to cook you up a meal.
I hate this so much.
She cooks food. So how do you know Mr. Gruk here? Let me just bogart this entire conversation. Gruk, you're up.
So,
Well, go on, Gruk. Go ahead and tell him.
Huh?
Go ahead and tell him about us. Surprised you didn't tell your boyfriend any sooner.
This is this is why. Oh, this is why. All right.
See, if you spoke up faster, we would have had chances for me to say all these things.
I mean, yeah, but well,
I would have thought with your
Right.
muscles going down, you would have got your brain muscle working a lot harder. I'm just messing with you. And she gives you like a little punch on the arm.
you were always my biggest banter opponent.
Well, I mean, I got to have an easy punching bag, don't I?
Yep, that was me. Yep. I still remember my first couple weeks joining that fucking camp.
Oh, we had a hell of a time.
I bet you did.
Yeah. No, whenever the young meat comes in like this one over here, and she like gets you in like a little headlock. Do you want to give me a strength check?
I'm sorry.
You're gonna have to beat.
23.
Oh, hey, you beat you beat a 23.
Nice.
So with the tie, I believe it goes to you. So as she tries to get you into a headlock, describe to me how you break out.
So she tries to get into it, or get me into it, and I just kind of like twist out of it and get her into an arm lock, like get her arm behind her back.
Oh, there he is. It's a good thing you didn't lose any of that strength while you've been out. It's been good missing you.
Did you miss me?
Of course, me and the rest of the battalion. Whenever we had lost your friend Bubba, it was hard on us all. And you most definitely.
He was the first one to give me his cot when I didn't have anything to sleep on.
Your his cot.
His cot.
Stop meowing at me. What the fuck do you want?
So I mean, that was just the one of many things that Bubba did to introduce like the whole military kindness.
They were an excellent person. And say, I'm sorry for your loss, and I don't mean to be bringing up any harsh memories for you. Say, I know it's been a long time, and hopefully you've recovered enough from it. So you've left us quite a scare whenever you had disappeared from our party.
I mean, when I was demoted, I feel like I didn't have anything else. I feel like I didn't have a purpose anymore.
You'll always have a purpose back here. Say, if you ever need to be going into getting anywhere, and again, if you ever need any kind of food for your travels of any kind, you're more than welcome in my kitchen. In fact, I would have loved it if you were to stop by tomorrow. You and any of your friends involved here. Say, Bird's been telling me about you guys. Say, it looks like you're missing a handful of you guys.
Yeah, there's a couple that are not here. They're on their own adventures with whatever.
Well, I mean, if there's anything like with like scouting parties, I'm sure they're definitely going to be enjoying themselves, or perhaps taking care of some of the more extraneous things that you may already have taken care of.
Yeah.
But enough about me. Go ahead and tell us about the things you guys have been going on, all of you. Say, I still don't have the rest of your names. Gruk, obviously I know you, and it looks like the small mycenial on your shoulders.
Yeah, that's Stool, and then this is Gwen, and I motion to Gwen in dwarf short stature. And then I motion to Tom and say,
Get up, Tom Bardy!
That's Tom.
Gwen, it's nice to meet you. Say,
Nice
a
to
lady in
meet
armor
you.
is always more of my favorite. And then Tom.
Yeah,
Nice
we always
helmet.
know. We always know,
So-
ladies, were more your favorite.
Don't. That sounds like projection. Don't try and project on her about it's bad to be gay when you can't even admit to her, your lifelong friend, that we're in a relationship. When are you gonna grow up and get married, bro? It's legal now. We can finally do it. I want there to be only groomsmen and bride's grooms, and we can do it in a little cottage out in the forest somewhere, and all of our friends and family and parents can be invited, and our shared golden retriever dog can be the ring bearer.
She
I'm
turns
just
to
saying
Bird
right
and
now.
looks at you and goes like, how much has... He only just got here. He's not had that much to drink.
He's always like this.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm sure he's definitely interesting to have on your shoulder, I guess you carry him?
I'm a power bottom.
Yeah. Yeah,
All right.
he's definitely the talker of everyone in the group.
He also looks to be the only looker. And he kind of just, like, looks at your diving helmet.
Yeah. The diving helmet is, I think I'm finally ready to take it off, at least for the moment. Okay.
Is that a balaclava on you?
Yep, it sure is. So, you want to hear the story of how I got it?
No.
Don't, Tom.
I'm
It's really
sure
quick.
you're pretty underneath.
Yeah, I'm too pretty for the world to handle, so I have to wear these things so that other people don't feel insecure.
Can you give me a... You tell me what you want to roll to try and convince them of that.
Persuasion.
Okay.
16.
Okay. And then I'm gonna roll an insight against you. Cool, 4.
Nice.
It's like, anything that you say, Tom. Will, I know it is getting quite late for me, and I'm sure it's getting quite late for you all as well, as it looks like you'd be kind of like wearing on yourselves. I will bother you no further. I'll go ahead and retire to my own cabin that I have here. But please do stop by in the morning. I would love to have another chat with you guys again. And even more so if you can have the rest of your party there. I would love to meet all of you.
Yeah. We just have to find him first.
Yeah.
Gruk, did you lose? You said they were on an adventure. Do you not know where they went?
I only woke up just a few hours ago. I have no clue where they went.
Well, hopefully you can get your party back in straight fashion. Say, we can't have a commander out there not knowing where the party is.
He was a commander?
Corporal, maybe? Which was it? Was it corporal or commander? I don't have that in the story.
Corporal.
Corporal. We don't want to have a corporal out there without knowledge of their party.
He was the best leader because he wouldn't ever contradict anything we ever said we were going to do.
So he's always wanted to listen to
There's
his
been a
party.
few times where I've wanted to say something.
No, it would require you to speak in general, so...
It appears your power bottom's becoming a bit more of a power bottom.
Hey, you know what? After, the whole military thing, I went to a prison, and that kind of fucked me up mentally more than the military, so...
You went to
That's
a prison.
Yeah, this Velkenvelv prison?
The Drow prison?
Yeah.
Were you all there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even our buddy Stool was there, and he hated it.
Yeah, he didn't
what
like
would
it.
what would they do with the mycenial?
It's the Drow, so God
That's
only knows.
true. That's true. Well, I'm sorry that you had any dealings with that, but hopefully they're not dealing with you any longer. If I come across anything that might help you in your adventures, just I will try and let you know. But I mean, again, please come visit me in the morning. I'll go ahead and retire and leave you all to yourself and your own devices. I don't want to keep bothering you any further. Thank you, Bird, for the drinks. I'm sure I'll be back again soon. And then Bird kind of like waves her off and says goodbye. She starts making her way out of the inn. So now it's just the three of you amongst yourselves and Bird sitting at a table.
Okay. Bird, you hear back from our friends? You know where they are?
No, I can't say they've been back yet.
Cool. Did they give
Yeah.
any inclination where they were going?
What, Gwen?
Sorry. I was going to ask, are they in trouble at this point?
Are you asking
Who knows?
Bird that or asking me that?
No, I'm just asking in general. You're fine.
Oh,
I was just mitigating.
You were just saying it out loud, like thinking
Yeah.
out loud. Yeah, Bird. I mean, did they give any inclination as to where they were going?
No, I mean, like I said before, they've not stopped by in a minute.
Okay. I'm sure they're fine. All right, let's go to bed.
Okay. So you guys go ahead and disappear down the hallway back to your rooms you had previous. You start making your way down, and you guys start to wind down the day and start going into your kind of like retirements and begin your long rest.
All right. Sorry you guys sat here for 5 hours and weren't able to say anything.
End.